Ladies and gentlemen, today we explore a profound question. Why do some people look younger than their actual age? It's not just a matter of genetics or external factors. There are deep spiritual truths behind this phenomenon that reveal the power of God's purpose, favor, and divine intervention in our lives. Looking younger than your age can be a visible sign of God's favor and blessings in your life. When you live in alignment with divine purpose, God's blessings begin to flow abundantly into every aspect of your existence. It's not just your finances, relationships, or career that receive His favor. It also extends to your physical health and vitality. When God's hand is upon you, it becomes evident in the way you carry yourself, the way you look, and even in the way others perceive you. Divine favor acts as a shield, preserving your body and rejuvenating your spirit. God's blessings are not contingent on our perfection or our ability to earn them, but on His grace and love. His favor is a gift that He freely gives to those who choose to walk in His ways. When you align yourself with His will, your life begins to reflect the beauty of His intentions for you. This means that you experience a supernatural preservation of your body. Aging in the natural sense is often seen as an inevitable process. Yet, when God's favor is upon you, it doesn't adhere to the limitations of the natural world. You may find yourself looking years younger than you truly are, because God has granted you favor in this area. This preservation is not just physical, but extends to your overall well-being. As you follow God's purpose for your life, your energy levels increase, your health improves, and your appearance begins to radiate the inner peace and joy that come from knowing that you are living according to His plan. You find yourself aging not in a way that causes deterioration, but in a way that brings about a constant renewal of strength. It's as though God is continually restoring your vitality, allowing you to experience life to the fullest. When God's favor is upon you, it becomes more than just a spiritual concept. It becomes a tangible manifestation in your life. Your physical appearance becomes a reflection of God's blessings. Your body, your mind, and your spirit are all preserved and strengthened by His grace. Those around you notice it too, as they witness the visible effects of God's hand in your life. Looking younger than your age becomes a testament to the fact that God's favor is truly at work in you, and that His blessings are far-reaching, touching even the most intimate parts of your being, including your outward appearance. One of the most profound influences on your physical appearance is the peace that stems from a deep and harmonious relationship with God. Peace is not merely an absence of conflict. It is a state of being that flows from a heart and mind that trust in God's sovereignty and grace. When you have peace in your spirit, it radiates outwardly, transforming your physical presence. This peace transcends external circumstances and infiltrates every part of your being. It is a spiritual force that impacts your mental, emotional, and physical health, and ultimately affects the way you look. Stress is one of the leading causes of physical aging. The worries, anxieties, and pressures of life can take a toll on the body, causing wrinkles, fatigue, and a general sense of weariness. However, when you walk in peace with God, stress no longer has the same hold over you. In His peace, you find rest for your soul, and this inner calm has a direct effect on your outward appearance. People who live with peace in their hearts tend to look more relaxed, serene, and youthful, because peace allows the body to function as it was designed to, without the tension and strain that often come from a troubled mind. This peace that comes from God is not something that can be manufactured or achieved through external means. It is a spiritual state, a gift that God offers to those who trust in Him. The peace of God surpasses understanding. It doesn't depend on perfect circumstances or the absence of problems. Instead, it's rooted in the assurance that God is in control, that His plans for you are good, and that His provision and protection are unshakable. When your spirit is at peace with God, the rest of your life falls into alignment, and this alignment is visibly reflected in your body. Your face becomes more youthful, your posture more confident, and your energy levels more vibrant. The radiance of this inner peace also extends to how others perceive you. People who carry the peace of God within them often exude a calm that draws others in. They look younger because their spirit is free from the burdens of anxiety, worry, and fear. The serenity they experience within flows outwardly, preserving their physical appearance and enabling them to age gracefully. In essence, peace is a powerful spiritual force that nurtures the body, refreshes the soul, and keeps you looking young by reducing the toll that stress takes on your body and mind. Looking younger than your age can be a powerful indicator that you are walking in alignment with your divine purpose. God has intricately designed each of us with a unique calling, a specific purpose that serves His greater plan. When you are actively fulfilling that purpose, something remarkable happens. There is a continual spiritual renewal that revitalizes not only your soul, but also your body. This divine alignment fuels your inner strength and vitality, and as you live out your purpose, you experience a kind of rejuvenation that defies the natural aging process. Purpose is far more than just a set of goals or achievements. It is the very reason you exist. It provides meaning, direction, and a sense of fulfillment that transcends the fleeting pleasures of life. When you understand and embrace your divine calling, you tap into a wellspring of energy and passion that keeps you focused, driven, and youthful. The sense of purpose gives you a reason to rise each morning with enthusiasm, to face challenges with resilience, and to continue pressing forward no matter what comes your way. This sustained drive is not only a mental and emotional strength, but a physical one as well. Walking in alignment with your purpose creates a deep connection between your spirit and your physical body. This connection revitalizes your entire being, and you begin to experience the benefits of spiritual and physical renewal. The Bible tells us that when we wait on the Lord, He renews our strength like that of an eagle. When you are in tune with God's will for your life, He continually refreshes you, replenishing your energy and vitality. This sense of renewal is not temporary. It becomes an ongoing cycle of rejuvenation that allows you to maintain a youthful spirit, no matter how many years pass. Your purpose also provides a sense of fulfillment that acts as a counterbalance to the struggles and stresses of life. The fulfillment of your divine calling keeps you grounded, giving you a clear sense of direction that keeps your mind at peace and your body energized. When you know that you are walking in the fullness of God's purpose for your life, you experience a joy and peace that rejuvenate your very being, preserving your health, your energy, and your appearance. Your body reflects the strength and vitality that come from being constantly refreshed by the fulfillment of your divine purpose. Moving in alignment with God's will is one of the most powerful ways to experience the fullness of His goodness and grace in your life. When you seek to align every aspect of your being, your thoughts, actions, and decisions with God's divine plan, you open yourself to a life that is filled with His blessing and favor. This alignment with God's will is not just a spiritual exercise. It has a direct impact on your physical health and appearance. By living according to God's instructions, your body begins to function as it was originally designed, allowing you to experience a sense of vitality, well-being, and ultimately a youthful appearance that defies age. God created you with a specific purpose and a perfect design. His instructions for living are not merely rules. They are keys to unlocking the life that He intended for you. When you follow His guidance, your life begins to flow in harmony with His intentions. This harmony extends to your physical body, as it is meant to operate optimally when it is in alignment with God's will. By obeying His commands, you allow your body to function as it was designed, which includes experiencing health, strength, and longevity. God's instructions are filled with wisdom, that not only nurtures your soul, but also ensures the proper care and preservation of your body. One of the blessings of living in alignment with God's will is that He promises to bless those who obey Him. When you walk in obedience to His commands, you are positioning yourself to receive the fullness of His grace. His grace empowers you to live a life of peace, joy, and health as you are constantly in tune with His purpose for your life. The more you walk in alignment with God, the more you experience the kind of health and vitality that comes from living according to His perfect design. Moreover, God has promised to provide for you and protect you when you follow His will. This protection extends to your health, your longevity, and your well-being. As you continue to trust in His wisdom and live in obedience to His instructions, you will find that your body remains strong and resilient. Your physical appearance reflects the inward peace and strength that come from living in alignment with God. This lifestyle of obedience leads to a life that is not only spiritually fulfilling, but physically renewing as well, enabling you to experience a youthful vitality that is a direct result of living in alignment with God's will. The power of faith and belief is one of the most transformative forces in a believer's life. Your faith is not just a spiritual concept. It is a dynamic force that has the power to influence every aspect of your existence, including your physical state. When you firmly believe in God's promises and stand steadfast in your faith, it creates an environment in which the Spirit can move powerfully to heal, restore, and renew the body. Faith, when exercised with sincerity and trust, invites the supernatural presence of God to operate in your life, allowing His power to work miracles, even in the realm of physical health and vitality. Faith is the foundation of every promise that God has made to His people. It is through faith that we access the divine blessings and provisions God has already made available to us. When you believe that God has a plan for your life and that His promises are true, you activate the power of His word to manifest in your life. This belief, when rooted in deep trust, has the ability to reverse negative circumstances, including the natural process of aging. While the world may view aging as inevitable, faith sees it differently. With unwavering belief in God's ability to heal and restore, you can tap into the limitless power of the Spirit to rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul. When you stand firm in your faith, you create an environment within yourself that is open to the renewal that comes from God. Your belief in His ability to preserve, restore, and even renew your physical body aligns you with His divine purpose for your life. This kind of faith allows the Spirit to bring healing to areas of your life that need restoration. It is the kind of faith that believes God can strengthen your body, renew your energy, and even maintain or restore your youthful appearance regardless of age. Furthermore, the power of faith and belief is visible to others. When you walk in faith, your energy, confidence, and vitality become contagious. People can sense the presence of God's power in your life, and they may even be surprised by your youthful appearance and spirit. Your faith doesn't just change your internal world, it radiates outwardly, impacting how you look and how others perceive you. Faith is a powerful force that transcends the natural world and opens up possibilities for miraculous transformation. It has the power to renew your strength, vitality, and even reverse the aging process, granting you a youthful vitality that is a testimony to the goodness of God and the power of belief. God is deeply invested in the transformation of our lives, and spiritual renewal is central to that process. He is constantly at work in us, shaping and molding our spirits into the image of His Son. Spiritual renewal has the remarkable ability to reverse the wear and tear that life's struggles and challenges can cause, including the toll on our physical appearance. As you engage in practices like prayer, meditation, and reflection, your spirit is continually refreshed, and this inner renewal naturally manifests outwardly, transforming your body and how you carry yourself. The trials and tribulations of life can often leave us feeling drained, weary, and burdened. These experiences can wear on our physical appearance, making us look older or more fatigued than we truly are. However, when you actively pursue spiritual renewal, God's power moves within you, restoring not only your soul, but also your physical state. Just as God spoke life into existence at the beginning of time, He continually breathes life into you through His Spirit, renewing your strength and revitalizing your body. This process of renewal is ongoing, and it's through spiritual practices that you invite God's transformation into every area of your life, including your physical health. Spiritual renewal begins with the daily choices we make to engage with God through prayer, meditation, and reflection. These acts of devotion center your heart and mind on God's goodness, helping you reconnect with your divine purpose and His promises for your life. When you take the time to renew your spirit, you are actively participating in the restoration process that leads to greater physical vitality. As you spend time with God, reflecting on His Word and meditating on His truth, your heart is softened, your burdens are lifted, and your body responds with increased strength and a refreshed appearance. This spiritual transformation doesn't just take place internally, it becomes evident in the way you carry yourself and the way others perceive you. A renewed spirit has the power to transform your outward appearance, making you look younger, more vibrant, and full of life. When your spirit is restored, it becomes a reflection of the newness within you, shining brightly and influencing every part of your being. The peace, joy, and vitality that come from spiritual renewal radiate outwardly, bringing forth a physical transformation that mirrors the inner restoration God is working in your life. In conclusion, understand that your youthful appearance is not just a product of genetics or the passage of time. It is a testament to the divine power of God's grace, His restoration, and His transformative work within you. As you align with His will, walk in purpose, nurture your faith, and embrace daily spiritual renewal, you will experience not only a physical transformation, but a deeper connection to the life God has designed for you. Your body reflects the vitality of your spirit, and as long as you stay in tune with God's divine purpose, you will continue to reflect His beauty, strength, and everlasting grace. Remember, in Him you are forever renewed, forever refreshed. Stay aligned with His will and watch how He keeps you youthful in spirit and body